this is a movie that like I'm extremely waiting for. Like I'm gonna be midnight showing for. So let's take a look. We'll analyze a bit afterwards. But here we go. Return to Silent Hill, baby. Okay, so he's a painter, I think. He has to be a painter in this one.
James, so much time has passed,
This car.
but I'm asking to please come back to our special place. Something's happened.
So we actually get to see like a little bit more background,
Love,
it looks like, from her.
Mary.
Hello?
I didn't know the studio
Can
did
anyone hear
Terrifier.
me?
That's interesting.
Everyone got sick in Silent Hill.
That explains
Something's
the campy
happened here.
look, to be honest, now that I
Something
think about it.
really, really bad.
Overworld's turning. How did the monsters look? Show me the monsters! Oh, shoot! Is that an Unhinged
doing?
Betrayal song? Yes, it is!
Enough to save her.
It sounds really good.
You did it, didn't you, Jimmy?
My boy! My boy!
No one said it would be easy.
That has to be Eddie. There's Maria. Oh, the nurses look good.
I'm here. I'll always be here.
What? Yo, okay, hold on. Okay, first, January 23rd. That's where we're gonna be. Let's dive a little bit here because I'm curious about all this.
James, so much time has passed.
So it's interesting because I don't think that's like how the original letter starts.
But I'm asking to please come back.
Yeah, to our place. I think this is different.
To our special place.
Okay, no, special place.
Something's happened.
I think this is actually really cool here. So like we get a glimpse right here of like Mary basically, right?
Something's happened.
And here she is just by herself, which I find really interesting because it's not a Maria look, right? Like we know Maria has the highlights. So this is Mary, and then we're gonna see like backstory, a little bit of kind of like how their life was, and I guess like how he was too, right? So will we get that like human side of James? That's the question.
Love, Mary.
So it's interesting because I still see a lot of like how the first movie was. We don't talk about Revelations. I really see a lot of the first movie in this. So like obviously instead of just fog, it's the ashes falling, right? So they're still going with the ashes as part of their like aesthetic.
Everyone.
There's so we actually also see too, ironically,
Silent Hill.
we see people that were supposed to be here and they're not
Something's
there
happened
anymore.
here.
So that's interesting.
Something really, really bad.
That's an iconic scene right there. I want to talk about the actual monsters. So like let's go here. This is a cool take on the body monsters. Like if you notice, the arms are kind of like holding their faces, and then instead of it like being more engorged, like it's really fitting that narrative of like this feminine look. So I really like that this is the body image that we see for this monster design. I also really like too that like it really, because remember at the time that this was like being made and before Silent Hill 2 remake came out, we didn't really get to see like what was the original vision except for like what the PS2 could offer, right? So it's really interesting that they're really highlighting like that feminine curvature, those feminine legs, and just overall like a really interesting usage to actually have the hands as a cover up. So I really like that. I love the fact that we hear Unhinged Betrayal. So if for those of you who are not like too familiar, Unhinged Betrayal is the name of the song that plays while you're fighting the double pyramid head scene. And if you look how it's being used here,
It won't be enough
It's
to
very
save her.
good. I want to talk about this scene right here. So we know that Angela supposedly is not in this movie. That's the rumors that I've heard. So who this character is, I'm very curious to see, because in this scene, this is Angela's scene. And she's almost as if she's dressed up for it. So I'm actually really curious what exactly they're trying to do here in regards to the narrative that's being told. Because if Angela's not being a part of this movie, and that she's not actually existing, I'm wondering. Again, this is just me from listening to like different rumors and stuff, but like I'm curious to see what exactly her role is gonna be in if this is not Angela.
It won't be enough to save her.
Akira, my boy. Now the only thing I kind of
You did
hate
it,
about
didn't you, Jimmy?
this
You woke up.
is, let me see if I can like get that shot. So the only thing that I really hate about this is that it looks like they still kept that Silent Hill 1 and Revelations design instead of the original Pyramid Head. So like you see here, like he's still muscular. He doesn't have that apron. He really does still look like that Guardian of Alessa view that they had before. So this feels like it was the lakefront, but it's not, because obviously it's not in front of a lake. So I'm wondering what this particular building is. If this is in relations to what happens with Alessa. Not Alessa. Well, actually with Alessa too, but I highly doubt it. Or is this related to Angela's hell, Silent Hill hell, where it's burning up?
No one
Because
said it would.
this is Laura, which I really kind of don't like, to be honest. Laura, it's this design for Laura is interesting, because I think Silent Hill 2 remake is probably the best design for Laura, but original Silent Hill 2, and of course the remake, this feels really like you're trying to kind of do what you did with Dark Alessa, when like Sharon was away, and then you had like the darker version of Sharon, in the first movie. So I'm not too happy with this change. I find it kind of weird, and I feel like they really make, not that like Laura is good throughout the whole game, right? But I really feel like this version of Laura is not gonna be I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Easy.
This is obviously Eddie. This has to be Eddie, which he's already creepy, and I'm really liking that. So I'm very interested to see how far this Eddie's gonna go, because this Eddie looks like he's crazy. This is Mary. It has to be, right? Because she had like she looks familiar to where at the beginning. Now I'm just curious, like, why is she the one going through the flames, or is now the flames part of James's hell? Like that, I'm just curious to what exactly they're trying to portray here on some of those scenes. I really love the nurses. I love the look for the nurses. Like, this look is actually really cool. Like, I feel like it's more sexual, but like also like aggressively sexual, while also just really highlighting like that these nurses, they are scary, they are like terrifying, like they're creepy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really glad that they actually like leveled up the nurse design instead of just like the wraps on the face, because technically speaking, the nurses in Silent Hill 2, or rather in the original movie Silent Hill, the nurse design was from Silent Hill 2, because in Silent Hill 1 they were just regular nurses. Now here it makes sense to have these style of nurses. This has me intrigued, because what are these arms? Who are these arms? Why does this arm have like a dozen fingers? Like, what exactly is this? Is this at the end because we see the moths? Or is this a complete, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Masahiro Ito said that he was doing a different design. So is this just straight up a different design? Like, I'm so curious about it.
I'm here.
This part is interesting, and I'm just wondering if this is right before Unhinged Betrayal. Like, when you fight the double pyramid heads. It'll be interesting.
I'll always be here.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't care how trash it's gonna be. I'm so excited.